This is me, Ruowen Huang. Today we're gonna talk about dream. Before we start talking about, let me introduce myself. My name is Ruowen Huang. I am an author, spirit coach, and also a psychic. Today we wanna talk about dream. But before we talk about dream, we're gonna answer a very quick question because someone's asking regarding to the previous episode. They were asking how come sometimes people like even though they sleep, they get tired as they sleep, right? The more you sleep, the more you're tired. The reason of that is because, as I say, during your sleeping is the time that your body and your soul actually try to find a connection, recharge, and all that, right? But a lot of time, our mind seems to occupy our body. You know what I mean? So if during the time you are awake, you're continuously procrastinating something or not to do something or not giving your body and soul a chance to get connected together and work together. The chances when you are sleeping, you are not really recharging. What you do is your mind is still playing that kind of battle. You know what I mean? Like know something is there, but you have to do, but you're not doing it. That's usually the reason why the more you sleep, the tired you will be. So the person also asks, so how come kids seem to sleep a lot and then as people get older, they sleep less? As I mentioned in the episode before, kids for the previous 5 years, their bodies still need to get connected with their soul, right? They still have to have that Velcro attachment. So that's why they need a lot of sleep to have that connection happening. And as you get older, as I say, you become wiser. You don't have to wait until you sleep to connect. You can find something else during the day. Therefore, your sleep will reduce. So anyway, I hope that will answer that question. Today, we talk about dream. The dream, be honest with you, I don't dream a lot. I don't. If I do have dream, that usually means something is either happening or, prediction or somewhat, I'm recalling some kind of past life memory or something like that. So I don't usually dream, thank God. But if I do dream, it's never a good thing for me, in my perspective. So among all the things I look into in life, I would say, I'll be honest with you, dream is the last thing I look into because it doesn't really bother me that much, I guess. But, it doesn't mean I didn't look into it. I still look into it, but so I'm here to tell you, I may not be the expert of it. I don't know how to analyze your dream. I may not be able to tell you what your dream tried to tell you, but I can give you a little bit clue from what I observed so far. So when I was a kid, I dreamed a lot too. Almost every day I will have a dream, and there was color dream, there is non-color dream, there's dream that's vivid, there's a dream that's all kind of things, right? Because when I was a kid, as I said, I spent a lot of time in the hospital bed, so I got a lot of chance to dream. But as I get older, like a busier, or no, I still have dreamed them. I would say when I start to really look within myself and work within myself, I do notice my dream get less. Like me, when I'm sleeping, I really just simply try to get recharged. So I don't really get bothered by any information. So here, I'm going to explain there are a couple of dreams that I do notice. They are dreams. They are that people describe that it's very adventurous. Their dream is always very colorful, adventurous, exciting, and sometimes they rather stay in the dream and not coming out. Like they don't want to wake up. The chance of that is, as I say, your soul tend to wander around during when you are sleeping, right? Either gather information or recharge or something. Sometimes recharging means doing things that you did not do when you are awake. You know what I mean? Like when we are awake, we tend to suppress our inner self, and then we tend to do things that we don't really want to do. In that chance, if the more your reality got suppressed, the more you want to do something that's more you as your soul when you are sleeping. So in that chance, you will tend to go wandering around. For example, like you may be very quiet, antisocial, and things like that. But when you come to sleep, you tend to have very adventurous dream, and then very exciting dream that you go on places all the time. That's basically a way of your soul try to tell you this is who you are. That's what it is. It kind of give you a little bit clue. This is who you are, and you should somehow, some way balance that with your reality, right? So very often I tell people, if you still remember your dream, write it down. If it's a great story, write it down, because by writing it down and review it, you will actually slowly figure out what it is inside that was eager to come out, right? But other than that, there's a lot of dream that is simply reflecting. I would say majority of dream, the reason you have dream is reflecting by your reality. I mean, throughout the day, you're going through something planting the seed, right? You may not catch that, or you may not be aware it is important. So when you are sleeping mode, as I say, your soul try to gather information and all that, right? So therefore, it become a dream. It become a dream to let you put in the similar scenario, and then let you experience it, what it's like, and what you would do about it. So a lot of time people don't remember their dream. But one thing they do always have is they have a sensation that is left behind the dream. So whether you remember the dream or not, I usually suggesting people to really look inside what is that feeling that's left after dreaming. You know what I mean? Like if you feeling, some kind of loss, if you're feeling kind of sad, you're feeling kind of excited, you're feeling kind of whatever, usually it reflects something that you may be, missing catching it during the day, or whatever situation you are in right now, right? So that's the area I would say, instead of interpretate dream, which I cannot interpretate dream, but I can pretty confidently tell you it reflect what it is that you are going through. It might be area that you overlook. Do look into it, right? Because that is a way your soul is telling you to, hey, this is the area you might want to look into. So you can continue work on your tasks during the day or something. Other than that, there's also another kind of dream. It's called past life recall dream. That means that is actually you're recalling certain memory of your past life. Very likely you are going through somehow similar scenario during your, reality. That may not be exactly the same, but what you're going through emotionally is very similar. I notice when that happens, is very often it will trigger a called past life memory dream. What it does is a very different from the dream. When other dream that you have, you will notice that you feel more like an outsider watching a movie or in the movie, but you don't really feel anything. You know what I mean? But in those past life dream, it's very real. That means when you are touching someone, you can feel the texture almost, or you can smell it almost. It's like your muscle is calling it's like your soul is calling those memory back, and therefore it reflect on your body. So the experience is a bit different. It's like when now I'm asking you to recall the very first cotton candy that you ate, right? So right away you can feel how it's like in your mouth, and you remember the scenario. You probably remember the weather, and you probably remember how your body felt at that time when you were eating that very first cotton candy, right? So when you are recalling your past life database, there's a need to check it out, right? There's a reason why you're recalling in your dream. You will have a different sensation as an outsider looking into the dream. Your body feeling it. Your body feel it in a way that you almost living it. Does that make sense to you guys? So anyway, I hope I give you guys a little bit idea, various type of dream. But I would say, usually when you are dreaming, sometimes it be reoccurring dream usually is because there are things like you being overlooked, not looking to, not work it, or things like that, and it's been so long, and then it's like, hello, come on, check it out. Maybe there's adventures you meant to take when you were a kid, but then you forget about it because life is so busy, and now you come and say, hey, remember this dream that you want to take that adventure, but you forget about me, something like that. Or there's a dream that about scenario, issue, the people. I never, honest with you guys, I never dream about people. Never is not the right word. I not very often dream about people that I know in reality in my dream. Usually, if I do dream about people that I know in the real life, then usually something, they try to tell me something, right? Whether they couldn't say, or they couldn't tell me, or they were thinking about me. So anyway, as I am right now, I don't dream as much as I was before, but I did realize the majority of dream is actually triggered by what we were, I would say, very often triggered by what we were neglecting when we are awake. And then they were projecting a lot of different scenario, or sometimes you might feel lost in some regard. You start questioning who you are. Dreaming somehow, as I say, is like recharging. It's a way that your soul try to connect with your body again, try to remind you what you are in this life again. Therefore, they throw you a little bit, idea, or sometimes even your soul would go to a place, that happy place, we call happy place, that is very detached from this reality, but it's a place where you can be you, right? And disregard what other people's. But what I would say is dream usually come with a clue. It's a way to give a soul a little bit idea, like how to move on, or what you are dealing with right now, what you are struggling with right now. So instead of very focusing on what my dream show me what, really, I come down to one thing. Focusing on how you feel during the dream. You know what I mean? Like how it is that you feel, what kind of feeling that it left you, right? Usually it reflects something in the reality you are not looking into, or someone that you want to be, but you haven't got a chance to be that. So anyway, I hope that give you guys a little bit clue of dream. And again, if you like what I'm doing, always join me live on Periscope, or go to my Facebook, or subscribe my YouTube channel, or go to my website, ruowen.com. Till then, I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.